happy Easter, happy Easter. Happy Easter. Oh. Can't start yet. Can't stop. Okay, let me let me get myself situated here. This is Two Rabbits, One Hole. Welcome everybody. Hey, okay, everybody. We're going to start the show, start my recording. Check out the page. Two Rabbits, Down Warren Press. If we got a lot of good information out there, and we're gonna go from there. But I'm gonna start the show, so hang on. All right, so let's go. Two Rabbits, One Hole podcast. This is Agent Jones reporting news and interviews to everyone that is going down this rabbit hole we call life. Hey everyone, I have been getting a lot of private messages from friends and family. Please post it on the Facebook page. I opened it up and be my team of Detective Rabbits. Post on the page and let this be a safe haven for comments, tips, and wild stories. If you want to help out, that will be honestly the best way to do it. And maybe, just maybe, I will make a shout out and dive into your story that you post. This page is called Two Rabbits Down the Warren Press on Facebook. Make my story part of your story. I have some tips on saving money today, ways I have saved money by Temu shopping, Goodwill treasure hunting, and we'll be discussing current topics like Artemis 2, the mission around the Earth, and to the moon. Yet it's been over 50 years since we landed on the moon, but hey, NASA blames funding and lost technology. Okay. What's new is going on with the war in Iran and what's getting closer to $3,000 government refund. They were talking about it, so we'll see. I got some entertainment topics and movies and shows that are coming out that I'm looking forward to seeing soon. And guess what? Twerking is illegal in Panama City Beach. Oh yeah, twerking is illegal now. So the first topic, saving money, and my go is Temu. Some say it's not worth it, but I have to say at least I bought about 90% the good stuff. Recently I hurt my back, and there's been great medical products that you can find at low cost and dirt cheap on Temu. I got this thing that wraps around your stomach when you go to sleep, keeps your spine in place, and it's been doing wonders because I just move around. Now I go to Temu. Like it's true, blessings to get your lower back massage. I got these little machines that will massage your back. I need to slow down my pace here. So, anyway, so like it will slow down everything. Slowing down the pace there. All right, back to back to the live here. Thank you for joining. I go to Temu to get a lot of my good stuff. I got back braces since I injured my back. I got arthritis. I've got 3 dogs, and if I would have paid what you have paid at the store, it would have cost me at least hundreds of dollars. And I only spent like $40, and I got this nice leash. I got leashes. I got the harnesses and stuff. Dirt cheap. You gotta check out Temu. I shit you not, my friend. You gotta check it out. You know, with gas prices going up and groceries, you gotta squeeze the penny and stretch that dollar. If you have time to wait, it takes about 4 to 5 weeks overseas. They have local warehouses in the United States. This is Temu. I got you. Temu's starting to grow up. They have local warehouses, and the turnaround's between 3 to 4 weeks, and sometimes faster. It just depends. We as a society have gotten used to online convenience or stores that ship fast. I'm not going to name the name, but you know what store I'm talking about. Rhymes with on. Anyway, but I'm telling you, some of these products that you'll find from that place that I'm talking about, because I don't want to get sued, you'll find that some of it is Temu. They're still Temu products. They'll come in the Temu packaging. I went to festivals and fairs, and they've also had Temu items there, and they're selling them for crazy prices. Try to compare because you'll be surprised of similarities and even some of the package that I've received from that on store. I'm not going to say the name. It's literally the same shit. Some of these festivals and fairs, like I said, beware. You have to look for that stuff because they're the same stuff off of Temu. They are sitting on the table, passing that shit off, and it's like, wait a minute, that's like $2 or $3 on Temu. Why am I paying $20? So, like, it's a good deal, right? Um, you, they're just fooling the public. Don't pay triple. Something you can get cheaper. Um, Definitely. So I do recommend that you go get the baked goods at some of these festivals. I recently made friends with this couple, and I have their card, and their baked goods were amazing. I mean, and they're called Braylent Home Baked Goods. Check that out. So if you get a chance, they're out of Tallahassee, and I have an interview set up with them soon. So hopefully that will work. At the end of April, I'm gonna be meeting up with the team to meet up with them and do an inclusive interview. They have pecan cookies, pecan rolls, and it is just amazing stuff. Um, Now on to current events. Speaking out of this world events, how did the first moon landing get signal? This is so strong back to Earth. Yet the Artemis 2 mission has had already issues with their cameras and equipment. Now I stand corrected. I posted on Facebook and somebody mentioned like, well, the equipment has to concentrate on like their like mission. You know, they can't just be videotaping themselves that to send it back to Earth. That they have to concentrate on that stuff. But now we're starting to get some footage. Um, but with all these geniuses in the world, we couldn't figure out some of these camera issues from getting launched out. It just drives me a little crazy. I'm not trying to be, Mr. Conspiracy Theorist, but I'm just saying it just seems a little off. And how come from all the 15,000 satellites we have in space that we can't even view the spaceship? I'm just saying. Like it's just a little wild that we haven't got 360 view of this huge spaceship going up to the moon. I mentioned this on Facebook. Like I said, Alex Scott on one of the Facebook pages. The Facebook page is News 18, and he wrote back to me that starting bandwidth is needed for the mission, not wasted on cameras. Which I didn't know that. I thanked him for it in the response. I need more people coming to my page and letting me know if I get my facts wrong. I have no problem with that, correcting my mistakes. I'm learning as much as you're learning. You gotta check out the page. Let's see. The page is Two Rabbits Down Warren Press on Facebook. Come to my Facebook. Help me keep my facts straight. Now that the mission has hardly had any evidence that they're existing, I mean, it's just weird the way they got set up. I mean, they're starting to show some footage. They said they had a toilet issue. This is crazy. I don't like how in between they give us this cheesy AI visualization. I can't even say it right. I'm sorry. Of the ship, but it's like AI format. Sometimes it gets a little scrambled. It reminds me of the scrambled porn in the '90s. When you're a kid, you're like, hey, I think I see a boobie. So. I got a rebuttal from Elizabeth Swatcha, wrote on Facebook on Space Views on the post. You still watch that scrambled porn, hoping to see a VJ or titty. So this space video, you shouldn't have a problem with. I replied, okay, you got me on that, and I mean, we still watched it anyway. Dirty little teenagers. All right. So, in other news, they just sent 3,500 Marines to Iran. You could send half of that, and they will still get the job done. Not to be biased, because I am a jarhead and I eat crayons, but I'm just saying. Uh, Definitely, United States Marine Corps. God bless you. Um, they are an amazing fighting force. I had the privilege of training and working with some of those men and women, and they will seek and destroy what you point their sights on. I'm just saying, hoorah. So, in Iran, Iran can talk shit, but they're gonna get hit hard. You can't talk about United States Marine Corps because we coming, baby. Um, so Godspeed, gents. Stay focused, fight a good fight, and come back to your loved ones. Semper Fi, double dogs. Prayers are with you. Being away from family and friends, it's tough, and I've been there, and my prayers go out to you. Another current topic that recently popped up on the feed is that the Defense Secretary Hegseth stated military personnel can now carry weapons on base. About frickin' time. I'm just saying, being prior military myself, being on base with all these like first-person shooters that are popping up in the past news. I mean, are you serious? You're high-trained military personnel, and you're not going to allow them to open carry or concealed carry on base? That would put a stop to a lot of issues right off the rip. Let the heroes be heroes. Am I right? It's like it's about frickin' time. Should be, they should be able to defend themselves. People go rogue. You have it. It happens. They turn over. They go bad. But part of it is like the military motto is like, I will defend my country, domestic, foreign and domestic. You know what that means? I'm gonna do my job even on my playground, where I live. So. God bless them. I hope they keep passing more laws and rules to allow us to be heroes. Allow people that are trained to take care of business when you need to. When there's a first-person shooter trying to hurt friends and family, they should be able to do that. Thank you, Department of Defense Secretary. Thank you. So. I caught a glimpse in the news recently of a possible $3,000 funds tax reimbursement. That would be amazing. I mean, it would be quite the blessing to get that money. They've talked about it for over a year. Sometimes it was 2,000. Sometimes it went to 3,000. But it would just be nice. I mean, think about that money, what you could be using to. I mean, I know there's a lot of families that are going to put good food on the table. Groceries they're not cheap. It's tough. And eating healthier foods versus junk is definitely not cheap, which is strange. I don't get that. I don't understand why, you can't get the healthier food, but you can get junk food like it's cheap. Just saying. That doesn't make any sense. It should be turned up backwards, Eat less nasty food, eat good food. It's almost like they want us to be overweight or sick and dependent on the medical help. But I digress from that. I'll save that for another episode. So, anyways, I do hope that if we do get that money, that we all use it wisely. Don't just blow it on Temu stuff. I'm gonna have a set budget. I do want to get some Temu stuff. It's good stuff. Trust me, it's good stuff. I plan on getting a generator. I live here in Florida, and if You know that when the power goes out, the power goes out. And you don't want to lose your perishables, your stuff in your fridge. It can make it difficult for friends and families out there that you want to be able to have a generator. So I mean, to me, that's a good investment. You know, just until power gets restored, have your own generator. If you live here in Florida, it just makes sense. You know, make good investments. Also plan on investing in some stocks, getting into the stock market. You know, I'm 40 years old. I kind of wish I would have done some investing when I was younger. But, you know, you live and you learn. Um, you know, let's face it, this rate of retirement is looking bleak and far, far down the road. I just, you know, like in my 70s, man, I hope I can retire soon, you know? I mean, I'd like to retire in my 50s, but that's like in another 10 years. I don't know. But I don't want to be working all my life. I want to enjoy my later years like everybody else, you know? So much am I willing to, so much like thinking about my retirement that I'm willing to live overseas just to stretch out my retirement. Just saying, Thailand is looking pretty damn good. Costing you like one third or a fourth compared to American income. I mean, talk about, you know, if you didn't have a plan and you came late in life, I recommend Thailand. Can I get an applause for that? Yeah. Just the. So, either case, everyone spending your money wisely. We don't know when the next opportunity of this money is going to hit our pocket. You know, when you get opportunity, don't squander it. You know, definitely pay into something, but invest. Okay. So we're moving on. Next topic. As of March 22nd at Panama Beach, Florida, due to these spring breakers having too much fun this year, you know, just saying, well, they just like, they just be jamming and stuff. You can now receive a citation for lewd and mischievous dancing, aka the twerk. And my back's doing well enough that I can do that. So, oh yeah, I did say that. Twerking. Shaking of the rumpus. You are getting tickets for that. I mean, wow. In this article I read, it's not just police, but also Florida wildlife conservation officers. Basically, nature cops. The guys that instead of ticketing the people that are fishing and watching, you know, making sure you got your fishing license, they are now watching for the thunderous clappage of cheeks on the beach. I mean, shaking their ass. Thank you, youth. Thank you. Because it wasn't just that 6'7" wasn't enough for you. Now we have police and wildlife officers making sure you're not booty clapping in public. I mean, seriously. This is so that little Johnny doesn't upset mommy Karen. You know what I'm talking about. My baby boy has just became a man. Not on my watch, you Jezebels. So, I mean, I'm just saying, dude. Just look away, Johnny. Look away. Don't pay attention to them cheeks. Do not feast your eyes on the jiggly, jiggly booty meat. I mean, it's just crazy, dude. That like there's citations for that. I mean, you know, come on. Don't be twerking on the beach. Don't be causing uproar. Poor little Johnny and his mommy are like sitting there like, oh, avert your eyes. But that's what I gotta say about that, okay? Moving on. So, I don't know about you, but I am looking forward to the next Passion of Christ movie, directed by Mel Gibson. I heard it's going to have fallen angels. There's going to be information from the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's more than what's written in the Bible. It is going to be epic. If you've seen the first Passion of Christ, I mean it. Dude, it hit me, man. I think it was like that part where Mary got down to Jesus's feet, and I got allergies. Allergies in my eyes. Just saying. Truly well done. Very intense. Just in time for Easter. It's around the corner. I do recommend that you go out and check out the second movie to the Passion of Christ. It's going to be very memorable, and me and my buddies, we're going to go check it out. I've just never been a fan. Remember the reason of the season. I'm not into the whole furry bunnies with eggs and treating it like it's Christmas with gift giving. To me, personally, it's about Jesus Christ coming back from death, dying for our sins. That's just what it is. It's good to spend time with family. It's good to have dinners. But just remember the reason of this season, Easter, is that the good man, his son, JC, my homie, gave his life for our sins. So, moving on from that, I don't want to get too religious on everybody. I know it makes people feel weird, but I'm moving on. I am looking forward to the last season of The Boys. It's a very gritty show compared to the superhero franchise, DC and Marvel. It brings honestly what seems like a gimmicky, cartoony superhero media in comparison. It's brand new stuff. It's a different take on it. Now, if you can get over all the penises that show up and it gets a little graphic, if you can get past that, it's a great show. It's funny. It's hilarious. I love it. I wasn't a fan of the new Superman, but I am looking forward to Superwoman. From the Superwoman from the commercials, dude, she seems like her character's stronger than Superman they recently released. I mean, I don't know about you, but the new Superman just seems whiny and hard to look up to, man. I grew up with Christopher Reeves, Henry Cavill, dude. These guys are leadership qualities. When they walked into a room, you just knew, like, that's a guy I want to follow. I'm with you, Superman, But, the new Superman, I just couldn't look up to him. He just seemed a bit of a whiner. I didn't even finish the movie. I couldn't sit there and finish it. It wasn't relatable. I didn't have too much nostalgia. I was kind of hoping for, like, the theme song from the original Superman. I was like, whew, let's go, But, no, he just seemed like a little whiny bitch. I'm just saying. And didn't have any nostalgia. I did like the dog. I did enjoy the dog. I did like that. Lex Luthor, good performance. Just couldn't bite into it. Couldn't bite into the Superman, just the new one. But I'm looking forward to the Superwoman. That should be interesting. It's got Lobo in there. It's got Jason Momoa, so that should be cool. Should be interesting. Anyway, moving on. I want to let everyone know that I am going on vacation soon. I need to recharge the batteries. I've been working in corrections and, being aware, you need some downtime. You need a time, you need a break. You can get burnt out. It's important for everyone that is law enforcement, first responder. You got to take care of your head health, as well as your body health, dieting, exercising. you can really let the job take you down. And it's just your mission to keep going, eat healthy, take care of your brain, take breaks when you need them, eat better, don't eat vending machine food. Just saying. I will be sharing content on the Facebook page, Two Rabbits Down Warren Press, while I'm out. And we'll be posting on the page. This is my Facebook page for my podcast. This is the third episode, so let me know how I'm doing so far. Comment, like, share, all that good stuff. I might have an interview or two coming up, looking to post, and make sure that you comment on them. Share the likes. That's how this thing keeps going and keep moving, and I keep coming back with new stories and new things. So I got interviews set up at the end of April. I'm gonna try, which I'm going to Micro Wrestling. We're gonna see if I can get a wrestler interview. But I digress. If you would like to be a guest, or you have a story, please email the show. 2rabbits1whole1@gmail.com. That is 2rabbits1whole1@gmail.com. I'd like to thank LegalZoom. They gave me a nice little book for starting my business. They're making me legit. This is a legit business. It was pretty easy with a click of the button. It was quick to set up. All my worries just gone away with that click of the button. That is LegalZoom. Give it a shot. You never know what a new business can bring to you in your life. Go be your own boss. Chase your dreams. Okay? I want to do a spotlight small business that I recently went to, Fuller Center in Wakulla, Florida. It's off of Shadyville Highway here in Wakulla. We're below south from Tallahassee, for others that want to know. If you get a chance to come by, check it out. The store hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Say you're working on a house, doing a home project, or say you're a contractor needing some parts to work on client homes. Well, come on down to the Fuller Center, which is like a humanities store, and you can get some products that are reasonably priced. I mean, dude, we're all trying to save money. Everybody's trying to save money. And when you buy new things, I mean, you're not saving money. But for when you're on a budget, it's a little tight, and you need to stretch that dollar, you can contact them at 850-926-4544. That is 850-926-4544. It's off of Shadyville Highway, Wakulla. That's spelled Wakulla, not Wakilia or Wakula. When I first moved down here, it's Wakulla, Florida. I do leave the show with the main reason why I started this podcast is to get people to wake up. Put your phone down. Pay attention to the news. Pay attention to your health. There's a lot of weird news and stories and things that are happening that you're missing that affect you and everybody. This whole being oblivious. Oh man, you gotta wake up. Another thing on the show is just promoting spiritual well-being. I don't know what your beliefs are, and I'm not, if you're not hurting anybody, have at her. But celebrate. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in one God, one Lord. So that's, whatever it may be, that's what's guiding me on this path. That's what's guiding me on this Facebook, Some might judge or whatever. Don't be a judge, man. We ain't here to judge anybody. I won't judge your comments or opinions. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of wild ones, but feel free. Um, Share on my Facebook, stories, news. I do the same thing. I will like drop things that catch my eye that I want to share and get you informed with. It's Two Rabbits Down Warren Press on Facebook. Um, I want the Facebook to be stories, news that engage you, that starts getting you to ask the right questions, that your voice is being spoken and heard to those that are in charge, our leaders, our government officials, that you are speaking your mind. Speak up. Make sure that you're not laying down and letting others make decisions for you on what is good for your life and your family's lives. You only get one life, man. You only get one life. One chance to do right for yourself and for your family. This all depends on choices that you make. Fight for what you believe in. Don't sleep on that. But, I'm glad whoever came to the show, thank you for stopping by. I wish everyone happy Easter, a good day. God bless. Keep digging. We will meet again. Two rabbits, one hole. That is the podcast. This is Agent Jonesy. Agent Jonesy. Woo woo. Let me get a little applause for that one. Thank you. So, this is Agent Jonesy signing off for the night, for the day, whatever it may be. More content, more news, and interviews coming soon. Thank you. Nice. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. This is the after show. Dun, 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 dun. Respect of Cleveland Brown. Dun, 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 dun. Cleveland Brown. So, thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Buffalo. Thank you, Omar, for stopping by. This was a recording for Two Rabbits, One Hole podcast. If you have any stories or any news, please feel free to stop by my Facebook page. Two Rabbits Down Warren Press on Facebook. So, I'm going to get off here. Thank you for stopping by. I hope to hear your comments. Like I said, I need people that are professionals. I need people that will correct me on stuff that I need to fix or I just got the wrong information on. I have no problems telling you that I'm wrong. I have no problems with that. I feel like if you go into this world and you think you know everything, dude, that's the wrong way to feel about it. I'm just saying. But if you happen to catch me, I'm just dressed up. It's Happy Easter. I got my Easter outfit on. So, do follow Two Rabbits, One Hole. That's the podcast. LLC here out of Florida. And my Facebook page is Two Rabbits Down Warren Press. Give it a check out. Give it a go. I am going to hop off here for the day and enjoy time with my family. So, goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for watching the show mail.